Hey, welcome to Unpack Radio. I'm your host, Norris Pope Johnson. That with me, DC Baddest. That with me, my man, Twin, United States Marine Corps.
Mr. 5'2", Mr. 5'2", what's going on?
5'2" is in the building.
Yeah.
And we are talking about the male ego and whether or not you are alpha, a beta, or just a gump. How do you, wait, let's start with ladies first. DC.
Yeah, ladies first.
Do you believe there is an alpha male, that suave dude that can roll up on you and pull your digits? Or you just believe that
Do I believe it can happen? Do I believe it can be tried? Yes.
So there, you believe there could be an alpha male out there?
Absolutely.
What would you prefer? Would you prefer an alpha male or somebody that you can run over?
That's a good question.
I don't think any woman wants a man that can be ran over. There is a such thing as being too nice.
It is?
Yes, I don't respect that man.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
That's interesting.
No, I'm serious. I want a man. I want a man's man.
you want a man's man?
However, it's a combination of multiple things that has to happen. And his ego definitely has to play a big part in that. And I say that because he has to be a man's man. He has to know when to jump in and take control, and then he has to know when to sit back and lay back. There is, you know,
It's a balance.
Yeah, it is it's
balance.
definitely a balance.
Okay. I understand.
And that's being with a brother, an uncle, a father, or your man, whomever, a man, period. There is a balance with that. That's just my belief.
There's no wrong with that.
Mr. Twin, do you believe that there is an
of
alpha male?
course. Of course. I'm not, I don't run with none but alpha males. Every dude I kick it with is straight hard. Let me correct that. They're not hard, but they're alpha males. They leaders. They don't follow. They smart. They're intelligent. They know when to be aggressive, when not to be aggressive, as she just so eloquently put it. But alpha males are all around. It's just a matter of being respected and being treated as so. I know we're in the time of women right now, so it's kind of, it's hard to a certain extent. We catch a lot of heat when you do certain things a certain way, because that's how you think an alpha male should act, because that may not be how women see it. So we just have to be conscious of that and be conscious of still understanding that a man is a man and treat him as so.
I like that one. Me personally, that's my own personal opinion. I don't believe there is alpha male.
Okay.
I believe in certain situations that you may have more knowledge and more skill and be an alpha. But then, as much as I hang out with one of my coworkers, I realize there are alpha males out there. Because I have a coworker, remain nameless, he on these foreign women dating sites. And I'm looking at him like, geez, Louise, maybe there is a certain situation that you could be an alpha male. Now, I got an expert. Now, I called in the one dude that I know can bring some reality to the situation. This dude right here is the dude I call when I got some troubles. This dude right here is the dude I call for my own security. If I ever make it to be a multi-millionaire, I'm calling this guy right here. I got my man Mike Bishop, a.k.a. Power Man, that's what I call him. And he gonna come up, that's what I consider my big brother. So we gonna talk to him all about being an alpha male. And we about to play this video, because this video right here show you how alpha males react to each other. Hit it, Reggie. We'll be right back.
So why don't you use the regular army? What do you need us for?
Some damn fool accused you of being the best.
Dylan! You son of a bitch. What's the matter? The CIA got you pushing too many pencils? Huh? Had enough?
Make it easy on yourself, Dutch.
Okay. Never did know when to quit, huh?
Damn good to see you, Dutch.
What is this fucking Thai business?
Oh, come on, forget about my time, man.
I heard about that little job you pulled off in Berlin. Very nice, Dutch. Good old days.
Welcome back to Unpack Radio. I'm your host, Norris Pope Johnson. I have with me DC Baddest. And with me my man AK Twin, aka 5'2", aka I don't know what else we're gonna be calling by the end of this
Hoorah.
conversation,
Right.
but we're gonna figure it out. And I got that one guy I call for my personal security. I got with me Mike Bishop, aka Power Man. Salute. Can we hear him? We good?
Yeah, he's good.
All right, and we are talking about the male ego. My first question for everybody on the panel. This gonna sound crazy, but hey, thank God and my nephew for good content. Shout out Devontae. So my first question off the break. For the ladies and the gentlemen, ladies first. DC, you a woman, right? You having intimate relations with your other half. Do you believe?
Why do you keep trying to put me in a relationship?
Well, we gotta put it right. You having sexual intercourse with somebody.
I am not.
I'm just saying, an imaginary situation, an
Scenario.
imaginary world. Jesus, call on him.
In the scenario.
So you found a dude. You found that dude you can be with.
Yes.
Do you believe that women should put their finger in the booty hole
come on,
when you
dog.
having sexual intercourse with your man?
dog.
I'm starting off hardcore, baby. Let's go.
Let me just say that.
No,
disrespectful, man.
ladies
That's horrible.
first, ladies first. I love your facial expressions too, by the way.
Let me just say this. Whatever a man and a woman chooses to do in their bedroom should be their business, their preference. I would never, even if that is the case with my man, my significant other,
He
my
slide the
husband,
booty up
If
right there
that's
to your
what he
face.
wanna do, if that's what he chooses to do,
squeeze the booty right in your face. I'm like, baby, put that finger in the middle.
we
What you
just gonna
gonna?
a conversation definitely is needed.
What you gonna say?
We're gonna have to talk about this.
What you gonna say?
That's not. So in my world, where I come from, you know, St. 13th and Clifton, that's not normal.
That's a
That's
private,
We have to have a conversation.
a private conversation,
A
right?
private
So you
conversation.
usually-
That's nothing that you're supposed to liberally share with the world. I don't think that's anybody's business.
So you're not gonna put a little Vaseline
If that's
on
what,
your
hey,
finger?
let me tell you something. This day and age, if you find somebody and that's all the thing they asking for,
Yeah, that's all he want.
I just might have to do it.
My man, twin.
Hey,
what
man,
you guys say
That
about
has
that?
nothing to do with your ego.
I don't know what that got to do with the ego, but
Hey, man.
as a man, I don't know. I don't think like that. That scenario is not something I imagine. It's not something I discuss. It's not something I want to know about. Your preference is your preference, but my asshole only go one way. Period, point blank. It only go one way.
I cannot.
Which way is that, though, brother?
Out.
That's
That's out.
Whatever it is,
That's the only way it goes. I don't know about nobody else. Because if that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do. But I'm
that
speaking
is
for me.
wild.
I only go one way, bro.
you said only go one way.
Bro, I don't even want you to rub me a certain kind of way.
You said don't even
I
rub me
might
a
feel
certain
it.
way.
You got to be
but that
careful.
goes for females
So you
as
saying
well.
I know I'm going to be female, but you got to
You
be.
ain't gonna be scooting your booty.
First of all, why are you even in that position? Like if we talking about having sex, we should be facing each other. There's no scenario where you should be behind me.
Okay, country boy. Okay.
I'm just saying, what you doing back there?
Wow.
Be like, you need to come back around to the front. What you doing? Something ain't right. You tripping.
Oh my God.
Hey, that's just me. I don't know what nobody else gonna do, but it's a one-way street for me,
This is
bro.
only first question. We everybody here crying.
Only go one way.
I got our guest, Mike Bishop. What do you say?
Well, I'm an alpha male, and the alpha male is a savage. So I'm gonna agree with you, DC. In the bedroom, it's whatever. I'm not saying that's what I like, but I do what I do. It's a different type of show. So
Exactly.
this ain't for this show.
Yeah.
Right.
And I'm a country boy too, so you know I kind of got some old school morals about myself.
Amen. Thank you,
Yeah.
Lord.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't even.
Next question. We going
Yeah,
to the
next
next
question.
Next question.
Next
Yeah,
question.
Thank you.
Next question.
That's the alpha male right there. See
Next-
that? How
next
you
question.
just carry that? I love it.
Next question.
You need to be looking
I
at.
told you
You need to be
that's
looking at.
that's
You need to look at me.
security right
Look
there.
at him and say that. Don't look at me. I didn't ask the
I
question.
don't do
He asked the
I
question.
don't do Ron's who over here.
Yeah, that's Army right there. That's Army right there.
Hoorah's Marines.
It's
Who?
more.
Yeah, who? It sound like they coughing.
So
That's
what
Army.
now?
That's Army right there.
And the
That's-
Marines is
Army, what the
hoorah.
Army say?
Whoa.
Hoorah,
Whoa.
hoorah, hoorah, and hoorah.
Marines say hoorah, which means kill.
Oh.
That's what that means. Why you yelling that?
Okay.
Next
I need
question.
To get my,
Next question. Toss-up question for the crew.
Here he go.
But ladies first. As a woman,
So
Shout out to Devontae, good content.
Devontae,
We
good
was talking before I left the house. He said he had an incident while he was at the mall. Some NFL dude told him he had his sloppy seconds. I said, technically, unless she's a virgin, there's no sloppy seconds. How do you feel about a man qualifying you as somebody's sloppy seconds? As a woman, talk to the brothers, straighten us out. Tell us about our male ego, because that's a male ego alpha move right there.
It
You
is
try
a-
to
it is
alpha
an
him.
alpha move.
You try to say, hey, you got my leftovers. Or sometimes women might hit you with, you got my leftovers. So how do you feel about that? I mean, talk to them.
that is actually a good question.
I got them all up here.
However, it's not pertaining to the male ego as far as I'm concerned. My answer is going to be that there's also a female ego involved in this as well.
Yes, ma'am.
So to call me anything sloppy and to be seconds, that is very I would say it's interesting. And you have to look at it in the ramification of he's hurt. Because what man is going to go to another man to even speak on these things of another woman if he respects himself or her? So I'll just take it as that. It's no respect there. No respect at all for the person or the woman. I just don't accept that.
I mean, me personally, I think the male ego issue would be how you respond to that statement. You know, because if you're a man and you securing what you believe in, you'd be like, well, you know, I appreciate that. Thank you. You gave me something that's worth getting. You know, but if you ain't really strong in what you believe, you might take that a certain kind of way and go home. I don't seen dudes go home and go off on their girl. But it's like you just said, nobody's a virgin nowadays. You're lucky to catch somebody that don't have no kids, let alone a virgin. So it's all about how you respond. If you're a man and you secure in what you're doing and what you believe in, you don't have to worry about what nobody else did before you.
But what you put out as garbage may be somebody's absolute treasure.
Absolutely.
And it may just work out for
Absolutely.
them and they turn it to eternal bliss. I've
Absolutely.
seen it happen so many times.
Absolutely.
Everybody has a past.
Yeah.
Don't get it twisted. We all had the trial learning process, you know, of growing up. I'll be 43 next month, so, you know.
Everybody have a past.
We
It depends
do.
on how you handle it.
And it
But I
depends
will
on-
say this though, you can't make a whole housewife, so you got to be careful with that. Now she can't don't sleep with everybody. You can't go to the party and everybody her brother.
It was one dude. Now you
So
turn
you-
into a.
I'm
So
just saying.
you got hit with
I'm just saying, you got to be-
hit her with the Ray
look.
J joint. She smashed the homie.
No, because you have to
Ray J
be
Jones is bad,
smart
though.
about it. This is the thing. If one person comes up to you and say that, that's one thing. But when you start hearing that from more than one person, you look up and 5 dudes don't told you they've been with her. Most men cannot handle that.
Exactly. I was going to say
Most
that you
men
need to
cannot
check
handle
yourself.
that. That's the ego, but that's what we talking about.
Yeah,
That's
you
the
need to check
ego
yourself.
and the pride. But it ain't. But the thing is, it ain't necessarily about him checking himself too, because you have to look at what you're dealing with.
Exactly. But
Nobody
that-
wants a woman that been around
Let
like
me
that.
help you
That's just the
understand
truth.
something. Don't get it twisted. Just because she been the block around a couple of times don't make her not qualified to be a good woman. And she could be the very best thing that has happened to you.
Look,
Oh, she get
in
the
your
black woman point.
situation. So
That's-
all I'm
that's
saying
true.
is don't listen.
Listen.
No interrupt
I just
me.
don't want to get
Don't
naked.
keep on
Look,
interrupting
I don't want to
me.
get naked and my hip bone fall in. That's all I'm saying. I don't want this all to
No,
get
that
broke.
that has everything
that's-
to do with you
that's-
as your male
that's-
ego.
that- no,
'Cause
but
you're
that's-
some big and some little.
Nobody wants a bunch of.
let
Nobody
me
wants
just-
anybody that been ran through.
So let me just ask this question. What do you all really consider your male ego?
Well, let's let the
Is
guest
this
chime
about-
in. Let the
is
guest
this about
chime in.
size?
Let
Is
the
this
guest
about
chime in.
personality?
The male
Is this
ego,
about wealth?
The male ego is a combination of a lot of things. It's a combination of your feelings. It's a combination of you being secure. It's a combination of you just being an all-out man. I deal with a lot of males, and it's not a lot of men out here.
Amen.
That's true.
Amen.
That's true.
It's only it's a certain type of man. If you're a man, you either can fix the problem or you know somebody that can fix the problem. So when you going around and you can't do something and you just leave it at that, you a girl, pretty much. I'm not trying to talk down about a woman, but a woman looks at a man and is like, okay, this needs to be done, and a man say, okay, I'm gonna do it. That's the male ego, all wrapped up in one. As far as with the football player and your nephew, the guy that said it, he's the one that has the male ego. And
Absolutely.
he's the one that's a little boy because
Absolutely.
really, frankly, I don't care. You know, So, you know, she can be with 5 or 6 dudes. I don't want to know about it.
That's the difference, though.
I'm gonna just put I'm gonna put the rug burn on
That's
it. So,
that's the difference, though. That's what I'm saying. It's one thing. First of all, the male ego is very fragile. So women don't understand sometimes how to go about maneuvering and dealing with it. I have no problem with that either. But what I would want is a woman to be honest with me. I just don't want to look like a fool. So the last thing a man wants to do is, even like he say, I got no problem with you being with dudes, but don't have me around a bunch of guys that you calling your brothers that you slept with, and they looking at me
You went to
behind this. I'm just telling you that's how men think sometimes, though. That's our ego. Sometimes our ego gets the best of us. So it may not be a problem if you told me that. If we sat down and you explained what was going on and not go into it knowing, because then I choose to deal with you.
So the nature of the beast would be that you have that conversation in the beginning of meeting this young lady. You automatically get that
Yeah, but
out
a lot
the
of women
way.
ain't gonna tell that.
all that doesn't matter though, because if you're a real alpha, right? If you're a true alpha.
It don't
Oh,
matter.
no, listen. If you're a true alpha, okay, I turn this into the animal kingdom when I talk about being an alpha, because you look at the lions. You have a pride, okay. You have the old lion. He's running the pride, and the young lion. He says, you know what? I'm going to take the pride.
Challenge.
And he takes the old lion. He whoops his ass, and he has sex with all the women. Who cares if she been with Norris and 10, 12 other dudes before he got married?
Hey, bro, I'm saying go ahead. Don't put me in there. So
married.
I rebuke you in the name of Jesus, and black men don't cheat. On that note, I need a break because it's getting hot in here. Hit it, Reggie.
We live in a fucked up world. A lot of people lack character. A little story for you. I get tagged. This quadriplegic is out here in the gym working out. Great attitude. No excuses for him. So I reach out to the guy and say, hey, send me your address so I can send you some of my gear. So, don't know how exactly it happened, but somebody pretended to be this guy. So I found out about it, and when I found out about it, I went on a straight up crazy goose chase to find where I sent the package to. Well, hey man, just want you to know on my Instagram site, I found your package. For you pretender, I found your package. You won't be getting this fucking gear. What's the moral of the story? Don't be a fucking dick. Stay hard.
Hey, welcome back to Unpack Radio. I'm your host, Norris the Pope Johnson. I got with me DC Baddest. I got my man, aka 5'2". I got my guest, Mike Bishop, and we have the funniest conversations on the side. What were you saying about the alpha male, Mike?
Yeah, I'm just. Most men say alphas, but they're not alphas. They don't even know what an alpha means. You know, they can't even change the tire on a car. So how you gonna be an alpha? You know.
I don't think that makes you an alpha male, though. That doesn't make you an alpha male because you can change oil.
What?
How does that make you an alpha male?
That
just means you're mechanical.
If you're an alpha, you can do everything. There's nothing that
Absolutely,
you can't do.
but nobody's perfect. Nobody can do everything. That's impossible.
Change the tire, man. You know, if you're a grown ass man and you can't change the tire on the car, you ain't a grown
I agree.
ass man.
Look, I agree.
What about this
I
call
agree
triple
to
A?
a certain
Like,
extent.
hey, I need some help. Get me the
but
fuck out of this situation.
everybody doesn't have that capability.
So
what if
is
there's
the
a
alpha
physical?
male then?
I think
To you, because
I don't think.
If I'm rocking with a dude and he can't change the tire or the oil, we get in this situation. Like seriously, are you serious? That doesn't make you
I mean, but what if he
has
has somebody that can change the tire within 5 minutes? What if he can make call to somebody that change the
But
tire?
what's wrong
what
with
if your
you?
car? What if your car breaks and he say, "Here, I'm
But
gonna
see, let me just help you understand something about a woman. The respect level for me will change for you.
Okay, that's fine.
Not that I won't respect you, but the
That's
level
fine.
of respect for me would just,
And
diminish.
that's fine.
Okay.
But because I'm gonna be comfortable with what I can do and what I can't
As
do.
long
I
as you're
accept
comfortable
that.
with that type of
And
alpha
you know
male,
what I'm
I'm
saying?
comfortable
But
with you being
there's
that
no
type of
such
alpha
thing as
male.
a type of alpha male.
It definitely
That's
is.
the thing.
You just changed it.
No, I didn't. What I said was,
okay,
I
go
just
read
don't
it.
think
I
that's
want
the
you to read
case.
this for me, Mike. You got really good eyesight. Keep that up, Reggie. I caught what you was doing. I like that. Keep that up.
An alpha male is the man who takes charge, one who imposes his will on others not the other way around. Other men want to be him, women want to be with him. The alpha male intimidates. He's unquestionably in charge no matter what the situation.
Now, how
So-
do you feel about that statement is the question.
That statement is very true, and I agree with you, Twin. I agree with you. You said maybe you got somebody that can change the tire. Just because I can change the tire don't mean I'm going to change the tire, but you might be put in a situation, and when your woman or female, anybody look at you and you just stuck.
Oh yeah,
because-
now if you
because-
fold, you folding under pressure.
Yeah, your cell phone might
That's
be
different.
dead. You know what I
That's
mean?
different.
So, yeah, alpha male
Don't get
can
it
do anything.
twisted. I can change the tire, but I'm just saying, that doesn't make you an alpha male. Like that definition just said, you taking charge. Taking charge don't mean you have to actually physically do nothing.
What if you're in the woods, though?
You're right, but what if you sitting in your bed? What if she sitting in her living room and something go bad? Her mama sick and she got to get home, and she call you and you say, "Look, give me an hour. I'll put you on the plane to go see your mama." That's an alpha male to me. I'm gonna make it happen, and I'm gonna provide and protect for you and get what need to be done. Cause I might be able to change the tire, but then if you call me about that, I'd be like, "Well, I don't know what we're gonna do." Which one you want?
Good point, DC.
I mean, that is it, right? That,
on a flight.
he is, exactly, and I'm gonna take that flight.
Absolutely.
And I'm gonna take that, that's respect though, that is taking charge. That is part of what an alpha male is, and like you said, it's different situations. However, like I said, we get into a situation to where we're out somewhere and you can't use your phone, or you don't have access to anything or anybody else, and you sitting here looking at me, I'm looking at you, how we gonna change this tire? Now, don't get it twisted, because the female ego comes into play as well. I know how to change the tire. So I will try to make sure that you're gonna do it first, but it shouldn't be no competition to who
No,
gonna
it shouldn't be no
race to the
competition. Now. Yeah,
tire.
it shouldn't be no. Y'all shouldn't be doing it in a rock paper scissors. Who's gonna get out the car?
Yeah, but
That
you-
crushes the male ego, too.
oh, I'm sure it
That crushes
does.
the male ego.
But don't take too long. Your response sometimes is no. I need to get somewhere. We on a mission. Well, first of all, depending on what the situation may be, let's get it done. Y'all procrastinate sometimes so much. To women, we like to go.
That's just men,
Well,
though.
I
We do
was telling
that.
my other half earlier, this is
just
how
like to
men
do
operate.
stuff.
This is how men operate. I'm gonna tell you, this is what we was talking about earlier. We operate off of orders. Military can confirm. If you tell me, hey, I need you to do this, and I need you to get that stuff done, I'm gonna go get it done. But if you just sit back and don't say nothing, then I might notice it 3 weeks later. You
That's
like, well,
that
why
bullshit.
didn't
That's
he
that
notice
bullshit.
this? But men
That's
operate
that
off of
bullshit.
we
Let-
operate off of orders.
let me
we
say
operate
this.
off of direct.
Let me say
hey, I need you to get this done.
I mean, it's bullshit, but it's true.
That's
That's
how
just
we
how.
operate.
And sometimes it's like we need
All
to know,
men don't operate
but
like
we
that.
need to know what's
All
going
men
on and what
operate
you all
like
want.
that.
No, they don't.
A lot of us don't know what women want. You know what I'm saying? You don't tell us what
How
you
the
want.
hell you don't know what we want?
Cause
when
you
we
don't
see-
say it.
Oh, we definitely say
y'all
it.
always changing, though.
We definitely
Y'all
say
always
it.
changing.
We definitely say
Y'all
it.
always changing.
If that's what you
I
say.
got a cousin. She got a gazebo delivered to her house years ago. Me and her husband was sitting in the kitchen. The guys came out, it was raining. They moved the gazebo. He asked me, he said, Mike, where you think it'll look good at? I said, man, it'll look good in the back of the house, like back in the back of the yard. So his wife came home, which is my cousin. She cussed us out, like, why did y'all put it back there? She called the guys back to the house to move it closer to the house. And you know what happened? She said, you know what? I should have left it where it was. Women always change their mind.
Mike, good eyesight. Hit it for us, brother.
Because Harley believes that each spouse has 5 basic needs that he or she needs filled, his overall thesis for the book is that in discovering and meeting each other's basic needs, a couple can restore the sentiment of love to their marriage, thereby saving and strengthening their entire relationship.
Shout out to the best engineer in the game, Reggie. Shout out to the best engineer in the game. He pulled up. It's Jamie, then it's Reggie. Back to the point, though. Y'all want to know my point of view? Can I jump in?
Do we have a
ahead,
choice?
absolutely.
I mean,
Let's-
you
let's
gonna
look-
tell us anyway.
I just want to jump in a little bit.
Go ahead.
I agree with you, and a man should take charge. Now, me, I live with a black MacGyver. There's a lot of stuff that my wife can do, I cannot do. She's the black MacGyver. She can take out tool kit, she got a tool belt, and on me, I'm like, I will hold it for you, I'll lift it for you, I'll do everything you need me to do. I'll walk you to the car, I'll pump your gas, I'll make sure you're safe. Yeah, some stuff I can't do. I can't change the tire, but if somebody roll up on you while you change that tire, I can pick their ass up and slam them to the ground and beat their ass for you. Now I can do that for you. So which
But I
one you
think-
want? You want me to be able to change the tire, or you want me to be able to whip some ass? Because I can only do two. I can go to ling attack and lose all my muscles, or I can keep on working out.
So let me ask you this question. Why you're doing that? Because I had this to happen before, to somebody to come to my rescue because they felt like I was being disrespected. However, you know, me being who I am, trying to move away from the situation, he felt like he needed to defend me, but he got his ass whipped in the process. So, I definitely appreciate it.
So did you lose respect for him?
Man,
when
did
you
you
got
lose
that?
respect for him taking that ass?
I did not. But it did something to his ego.
Of course. It's gonna do, yeah.
It did something to his
Yeah.
ego, so our friendship became kind of
Strained. It was strained.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Because he thought I looked at him as a weak man.
That's a no-brainer, though. That's the male ego. That's the male ego, but you have to be careful, though. You know what I'm saying? That's
No,
why you gotta.
I don't have to be
I'm
careful.
talking about from a man perspective. You have to be careful in how you approach certain
You gotta
situations.
assess the situation.
Exactly.
You gotta
You made a bad
choose your
judgment call.
battles, right?
Especially if you were pulling away. If it's a situation where, okay, something
Yeah,
was
I was
said
trying
and
to diffuse it.
something was said and you like, it's all good, and he's still bucking, and then at a certain point, you like, look, it's cool, and the other dude probably kind of like, all right, my bad, I'm gone, and now you put yourself in that situation.
Yeah, it was
That's
kinda
on him.
bad.
Now, thank you for not losing respect for that young man,
I
but
did
I
not.
agree with
Are
Mike.
y'all still friends?
Y'all
We are still
y'all
friends.
cool?
We're not as close as we were. We're still friends.
I agree
Hey,
that
babe.
sometimes you need to assess
You done
the
took an ass whooping
situation.
for nothing, bro. You
You
took
took
an ass whooping for nothing.
you ain't got to hold that L, bro.
No, it wasn't for nothing. I think that everything happens for a reason. I just did believe that the next time the situation will,
So
present itself to him,
did he take
will
boxing classes or
definitely,
something?
Assess the
he will
situation.
definitely assess the situation.
Me
But I
personally,
think that's everybody. But you're going to try to
me-
defend the lady that you're with.
me personally, because I done went on twice in my lifetime. Kim will confirm.
Your lifetime.
Oh, in front of her.
Oh.
One time we at the airport, and this gentleman was roughing his girlfriend up in the airport. Nobody did nothing.
Wow.
He kicked his girlfriend and almost kicked Kimberly. Do you want to know what happened?
You going to tell me anyway.
I stood up and I gave him the father point. I was like, if you would have hit my wife, I would have killed you in this airport. My God, you are lucky. And I cannot do nothing to you right now. Now, I don't care what you do to your lady, but that's my wife. If you would have hit my wife, I would have destroyed you. That's what I said. And he wouldn't have been able to whoop me. Now, airport
How
security,
do you know that?
I'm Norris Johnson. I done took some ass whoopings. I done gave some ass whoopings. But there's one thing I'm not going to do in this lifetime is let anybody beat me and just walk away. You going to lose an eye. You going to lose some blood. We ain't just going, you going to beat me up and they're like, he took
remember
that L. You going to remember the L you gave me.
So what's wrong with taking the L? What's wrong
There's
with
nothing
taking
wrong. I
the
took L's. I'd have been jumped. I'd have been beat up.
Somebody got to take an L, right?
It wouldn't have been me.
Nobody
let me
wants
ask
to
the
take
bid
an
on the
L.
battle. How
Nobody
y'all
wants
feel
to,
about
but
that? About
eventually.
protecting your lady and somebody doing something like that in the airport? You gonna take that L? You gonna let them whoop you up, Mike, and walk away?
I ain't gonna take no L, you know.
You gonna let them beat you up?
Not in the airport in front of all the people.
So would it have to be a minimum amount of people or no one in there? Like, what does that
There's more
mean?
than 2 people around. You can't take an L.
Oh, it's a rule. Okay,
I can't breathe.
it's a rule.
I mean,
Okay.
Hold on, take that again. I can't breathe. He said if it's more than 2 people,
Yeah,
can't take
yeah, you
it.
can't take an L like that.
Oh my God.
Okay.
In front of your wife and everything.
Hell no.
You can't take an L.
Yeah,
That's-
because
that's
you
a
know,
hard way to
black
go.
women, we gonna talk trash later on. I might not say nothing in the first 30 days. But
Yeah,
I
I
can
tell
get
you.
on my nerves. You let that nigga whip your ass. Don't talk that shit to me.
See, that ain't cool. That ain't cool. You know what I'm saying? See, that ain't cool. That ain't cool. Now you're not embarrassed.
No, you're not supposed
you
to
weren't
do
talking
that.
like that when he was whooping your ass in the airport. Nah, that ain't cool. That ain't cool.
That's the only time something like that will come
Really?
out for me. Don't try to,
Why?
because I feel like you're trying to hurt me, I'm gonna bring you back to a situation that I know that's gonna take you back to a point in a place.
Women don't forget shit, man.
You damn right.
And it's crazy because, you know, I can have an argument with my lady and I forget about it 10 minutes later. I won't even think about it.
Exactly.
But a woman will bring up some stuff like, Like 6 months later, you like, what are you talking about? I done forgot about it. Women are crazy.
Forget about
And
getting
worst
that
case
ass
scenario, you
whooped.
be like, hey, we'll go watch those dishes. You like, you wasn't sitting there when that dude was whooping your ass. All right, I need a break because I'm about to have an asthma attack. Hit it, Reggie.
Had no damn
Oh,
We go on these instructor-led runs. Most of the time, we knew the start and end point. So on the way back, I started seeing people getting happy and shit because the end was near. But there were some asshole instructors that would hear the happiness and go right on past the end point. When that happened, everybody stopped talking. Heads would stop dropping. And I started taking fucking souls. At that time, I knew what happened in their minds. They were living off the hope factor. They hoped the instructors would stop running. They hoped the water was never cold. They hoped the weather was fucking good. I don't live off that hope shit. I wish the water was cold. I wish them motherfucking instructors keep on fucking running. I wish for fucking rain. When the ending is unknown and the distance is unknown, that's when you know who the fuck you are. Stay hard.
Hey, welcome back to Unpack Radio. I had to get my life in order. I almost had an asthma attack up here because this joint is too hilarious. I got DC Bass. I got my man Twin. I got my guest Mike Bishop, a.k.a. Power Man, my personal security. DC, you was about to bring up a sideline conversation I thought was interesting.
Yes, I was getting ready to just bring it up, and I just wanted to know, how does it make a man feel to know that they have a good woman to have their back in the instance that you just may be on your downside for this part of the relationship, and you guys go out, you're going shopping, and you don't have the money, but she does. What I have done and what I do, I put the money in his hand, I give him the credit card. That may sound crazy, but I know how I would like for it to be presented, because that's how I was raised. The man say, kid, this is what we do. We going to the counter. 9 times out of 10, mom, grandma, we still shopping. But he's standing at the counter waiting for us to complete our transactions. However, I just think that it plays a part in the ego, and they know that they have somebody that has their back. But at the end of it all, how does it make you feel? One, to know that you have a woman to have your back, and then two, to be the man to be on the opposite end who cannot afford this woman.
I'll take that first. Because there's been times in my life I've been down. And I do have a rider. But me, as my ego, it makes me feel horrible when I cannot provide for my household. That's me personally. If I'm like, it's been times I was unemployed for like a year. Every day I'm on U.S. jobs. I'm on Indeed. I'm applying for stuff I don't even want to take. But as a man, to me, I'm like, I gotta get back to work. I gotta get back out here and provide for my family. I gotta be out here doing my thing. Now, she was saying, hey, babe, you know you've been working 2-3 jobs for 7 years. I know you got us when you get back on your feet. We don't want to hear that sometimes because our ego, like, I'm going to push you away until I figure this shit out. Because I'm like, I got to get on my game because I need to make this money to provide for my family. That's me personally. I can't speak for no other man. But when I'm out and I'm down and I can't provide, it makes me feel horrible that you got to take out your pocket to take care of me as a grown man. Mike, what you think about that?
Man, I don't care about that shit.
Oh!
Yo, she can make all the money. Nah, I'm a hustler, man. I always work. So, you know, I've been in situations when I was down, but, you know, as men, you made a point. We do push people away when we not comfortable in our own skin or we not where we want to be at. But I really don't have a problem because, you know, in this area, like I said, I'm a country boy. I'm on the back of a pickup truck. So down south, it's a little different. Up here, it's a lot of opportunity for everybody.
Yep.
If you up here and you don't work, I'm just like,
Because you don't want to.
I'm like, okay.
Exactly.
So it's like, you know, it's a lot of women that make a lot of money up here. So I ain't in no competition with a woman, but, you know, they might be the breadwinner. They might make a little more than you do. So I don't really feel any type of way about that, but I just know that me personally, I've always been able to get back on my feet and make money when I wasn't. The times that I wasn't, I might have been that dude to push people away. So I had to get myself together and then come back out there.
So you saying you push people away as far as your significant other, or just in general? Because you shut down from everybody because you're not in a position to.
As a man, like I'm telling you, sometimes we push everybody away. Family, significant other, friends, because we just trying to find ourselves to get to where we want to be at. So if you I can't make any money. Like tomorrow, my brother called me and said, you know, we going for a ride on the bikes, on the motorcycles. I said, man, I'm going to make some money because I'm all about money. That other stuff, that's bullshit to me. You know, I'm never gonna not go out there and work hard and try to make money and grind it out. So when I'm in need, or if I want to do something as far as financially, I want to make money, nothing gets in the way of that. So I push everybody away. So that's just me.
So, okay. This male ego thing, because I totally still don't completely understand it. How do you guys respond to your friends when a situation should arise? Let's say somebody need to be checked.
How?
You have a friend that's beating on his wife, or you have a friend that is doing some cruddy things.
Those are unique situations because you have to be careful stepping into somebody else's issues.
But I'm talking about your friend.
Even if it's my friend, I have to be careful stepping into his issues because, well, first of all, most alpha males hang with dudes like them. So I'm not a woman beater. I'm not hanging with woman beaters. We're not even gonna kick it. When I find out you doing something like that, we ain't friends no more. If I don't do drugs, why do I want to hang with people that do drugs? So that's the whole thing about it. You put yourself around certain type of people that you respect and that you admire, that you, hey, I like what he doing, I like what he doing, I would like that, and they do the same with you. So, but to get to your point, it's tricky getting into other people's situations because you may interject and all of a sudden you become the issue as opposed to what's really going on between them. Now, he mad at you, she mad at you, and you looking like I was just trying to help.
Right, true.
So it's very tricky.
Okay.
But to get back to like what you always asking about, if a woman makes more than you, most men naturally always let their ego get the best of them in that situation, and they do start pushing people away. It's not really anything that you're doing, it's just what's going on within us. And sometimes what we have to understand is, I'm not going to be able to figure out what's going on with you. The only thing I can do is try to support you and try to just be there in any kind of way you'll let me. That goes for men and women. You know what I'm saying? So we have to understand that sometimes, and we don't.
Okay.
You know, I don't been in the same boat too. I don't been, you know, down and feeling a certain kind of way. And you know, and I think my wife, sometimes she got it, sometimes she didn't. But even when she didn't get it, her thing was, I'm going to support you in any kind of way I can, or help you in any kind of way I think will make it a better situation.
Okay, I got a two-part question. These country boys. One, myself as a woman, not knowing, like I said, too many intricate details on the male ego. Tell me, how do I stroke a man's ego? And then two, is it okay for a man with a big ego to cry, and for me to see you cry?
Me, I don't suffer from human emotions, so I haven't cried in a long time.
It depends on how long you've been dealing with a person. You can't respect nobody on the first date if he crying about something. But if y'all don't been together,
She
you know what I'm
long
saying?
term.
I'm just saying, you know, hey,
She talking long term.
hey, it's some dudes out here
20
that
years
cry.
in.
They get to go to the movies and see the wrong movie. They in there crying about the photographer, and you like, it's a movie. You know
So
what
do you
I'm
think
saying?
that's a bad thing?
It depends on I've been married. It'll be 24 years in February. If I cry in front of my wife now, it shouldn't be a big deal.
Right.
We don't been through too much.
I definitely agree.
You
with
see what I'm
that.
saying?
I
So
definitely
that's
agree.
different. But you've been together 6 months and he crying because his homeboy got wrecked his motorcycle. Like, come on, bro.
Really?
So you know, I'm just saying it depends. That's a tricky. No man wants to show that type of emotion. No man really wants to cry in front of anybody. Period. So for me to even cry in front of you, I have to feel really, really comfortable with you. For me to cry in front of you, I have to feel a certain way about you. Because most men are going to fight to the end not to let you see that. You see what I'm saying? But on the same note, if that man cry in front of you and he put his head in your lap and you hold him and he crying, he feel like he at home. He feels safe. And that's something that women don't value like they should. Because if a man show that type of emotion, you should automatically understand that he cares about you in a way he don't care about a lot of people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And some women automatically say, oh, he was crying. I can't believe he cried.
So how we stroke the country boy's ego? What is it to doing that?
You
I
got
mean-
a country boy over
Man,
there,
it ain't.
West Virginia,
No, I ain't put up there.
the backwoods somewhere, making hooch and all that other type of stuff.
I can do all that. Man. But man, it's not hard to stroke a man's ego. It's the same as stroking a woman's ego, really. You know. No, I'm serious. Women, just like how a woman like to have compliments and stuff. A man they like
Absolutely.
to hear you know.
You look good today.
Looking good today.
You're
Smelling
big.
good
Yeah,
today.
yeah.
Damn, cook them a nice meal.
Yeah.
It's not hard, man. A lot of women done lost that touch about going in the kitchen and burning up some stuff, so they don't cook like they used to. But it's not real hard. It's not real hard.
I think the biggest thing that, to me, I think a lot of women don't understand is one thing all men like is an affectionate woman. We believe that that's a part of being a woman, you being affectionate to your man. So when you're not affectionate, it automatically kind of makes us feel a kind of way. If we always got to initiate everything, then it becomes an issue. We want to be alpha males,
We
but
feel the same way too.
yeah, but I understand. But we want to be alpha males, but sometimes you want your woman to come up and, hug you, give you a kiss. You getting ready to leave for work or you coming in from work. That means a lot. And
But
a lot
sometimes
of
y'all
women
just
don't.
as moody as we are.
We are, but
and you don't want to be bothered.
and
Sometimes
sometimes you can break that mood by how you respond.
Yeah, y'all can't be so tough, man. Women trying to be alpha males.
They trying to be men.
That's because you men leave us no choice.
No, we don't.
I would not trust and believe. I do not want to take on any extra responsibility other than what I already have on my plate
Stop
because
messing with
as
the
a
boys.
woman, you're absolutely right.
Stop messing with them boys.
First and foremost, I'm not messing with
Well,
any
are you messing with
boy.
a man or
I'm
male?
not even in a relationship.
But I'm just saying in general. Now, back to the crying. I think the reason I don't cry is because of where I'm from. Where I'm from, people told me to be tough. People told me you can't cry. People told me you soft if you cry. Man, I was 13 years old. We had to put the boxing gloves on and pretty much beat each other to death because that's what the big boys on the block wanted us to do. Or I was taught that you should be messing around all these women. I never was taught as a man. This is my question for all the brothers and the sisters. Why is in our neighborhoods we not taught to love one woman? Nobody never told me to love one woman but the church. That's the only place I learned to love one woman was the church. But no woman, not my mama, not none of the dudes and around the way. Nobody never said, hey, Norris, when you grow up, find one woman to love and respect.
Because they don't want that. They want the black family not to be a family. That's what
But that's
society
a long
wants.
time ago. He said no.
It's still to this day.
still to
though.
this day.
It's still to this day, though.
I'm
still
gonna be
to this
honest,
day,
I've
though.
never not heard a mom say, son, you need to chill out, or a pastor or a deacon or elder or bishop speak on the household of a black man and say that it's very imperative that we make sure that we show our sons how to be with their moms or just one woman, or learn how to settle down, learn how to treat a woman.
But you kind of agreeing with him because you saying in church. That's what
It's
he's
not- it
saying is.
wasn't- I'm saying I have aunties and uncles that's been together all their lives, all
DC,
of my lives. That's all I've seen.
DC,
Yes.
one thing, my love. I love you. You wasn't grown. You didn't grow up in the gutter. We're talking about situations in the gutter. I wish I had a positive role model.
I mean, I had positive role models. I can't agree with him on that.
I
Because I
wish.
had people that told me, you get married and have a family.
See, you had
You know
that.
what I'm saying? Yeah, I had that.
definitely
I
did.
saw that. You know what I'm saying?
If I was told to be the
I ain't
president
none
of the
of-
United
I ain't
States,
none
I
of
would
that
have did.
shit. I was raised that, he'll grow out of it. Like most boys, they out there wilding out. So it's like, oh, he'll grow out of it. He'll grow out of it. And, shit, some people grow out of it, some people
don't, yeah.
Me personally, I had a conversation with somebody today, and I was telling them that, my grandfather told me one time, he said, man, when you get tired, you'll come home with your tail between your legs. And it's just like a lot of men have dog in them, and they gotta let it run off. So that's how I feel about the situation. Nobody ever told me to settle down and get married, but it gets to a point in time where you don't want to play the field anymore. You want to go home to your wife. You want to go home and chill. You want to go home and lay in the bed and watch a movie together. So it comes with time, I think. So most black men don't have a father.
We don't have that
like
example. We don't
yeah.
have no examples.
Yeah, so it's just like everybody just figure you'll grow out of it. And some people never do, and then they get old, and they don't have anybody to wipe their ass when they get old.
But I think sometimes it's about a choice that you make. You get to a certain point in life where you're old enough, and this is for the women too. You old enough to make your own decisions. You paying your own bills. You living and doing your own thing. There comes a point in time where it's time to break the cycle. It's time for you to grow up. Like
Yeah.
Burma used to say, either get off the pot or shit already. Like seriously, you just do the damn thing. I think a lot of men make a lot of excuses. Oh, well, I wasn't told. I wasn't raised like that. And my uncle had 15 and he got 12 kids by 12 different women. When is the cycle going to start?
Ain't nobody trying to
When
have all,
will it
ain't
end?
nobody trying to have all them baby mamas. That's a whole lot of drama.
It's not if
But-
they're trying on that, but
Uh-uh.
if you sticking your thing in places where it should not be and it happens, this is the trail that you leave behind. These are the consequences that come with being this player,
No.
this guy that's unguided.
I'm gonna keep it totally 100 with you. If you are alpha male, you got a little swag about you. You know, you're halfway decent looking. It falls in your lap.
Hold that thought, Mike. We're going to take a break because it's getting hot in this joint.
It do fall in your lap.
I'm going to say, I'm out there trouble.
All you computer warriors, trolls, haters. I read your fucking messages on those videos I put up with me and my crutches, me getting my knees drained. You were happy I was fucking injured. You're also happy because you thought I'd never run again. All that, see, I told you. Tagging your friends shit. Bitch, you don't fucking know me. You see a 1-minute fucking video about me. You know how hard I train, how I live, the fucking dedication I put into my fucking life. So why do you troll? Maybe you're some fat motherfucker at home, lazy, with no discipline or dedication. Maybe you're jealous. Who knows? But guarantee this, I'll be back better than ever. Ha ha! Fuck you. Stay hard.
Hey, welcome back to Unpack Radio. I am your host, Norris Pope Johnson. Got with me DC Baddest. Got my man Twin. I got Mike Bishop, and he was making a great point about being a player. What was your point?
If you got confidence and you, like I said, you halfway decent, you got a little swag about you, it falls in your lap, man. And it's like you was like grow up. You was like grow up. You have to eventually make a decision on is this how you're gonna live for the rest of your life. But there's so many women out here in the world, you know, and they like a certain type of guy. So if you that type of guy, it's not saying that you're a player, but if you that type of guy, you just when I walk in the room, I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm well respected because I won't have it any other way. So it'll fall in your lap, but you have to make that conscious decision to say, you know what, I'm gonna chill. I'm going home to my old lady. I'm not messing with that.
So fall in your lap reverts back to when I hear you say that. I dated an R&B singer. I dated a football player. I dated people in the industry. So that means you got these things waiting for you in the hotel, waiting for you in the lobby, waiting for you outside your car, waiting for you outside the studio, wherever that may be. Is that what you're talking about?
No,
when falling in your
No,
lap?
No,
That's a
different.
groupie.
That was a
That's
groupie.
a
We
groupie.
So what's falling in your lap?
Falling in your
What's
lap
falling
is
in your
like
lap?
I'm going to the bar. I'm chilling by myself, and I look over, and she like, what's up? And I'm like, oh shit. You know, that's
Or she
falling in
just-
your lap.
let me add it to it because I was single at one point in my life, so I can be honest. I think what Mike is saying, like pretty much if you got swag and you got some juice to you, pretty much women will flock to you without trouble and very ease. Because like I was telling my nephew, shout out to Devontae, you need your circle should have one dude who can drive the car, one dude who got game, who can talk to ladies, and one dude who pretty much is just, I'm going to be the center of all attention. I was always the dude, hey, Norris, go get that girl to come over here and have drinks with us. And I will bring that girl over to have drinks with us. And I ain't no NBA player. I ain't no soccer player. I'm just a regular dude from D.C., so you got to have that swag.
A lot of it
You
is
gotta
just
be smooth.
a lot of it is just confidence.
Confident.
A lot of it is
Man, I
confidence.
met you. Was I confident?
We was on a bus.
Well, we was talking, we was having a good conversation. Matter of fact, my man who was sitting beside us, he was trying to have a conversation with you and knowing them. I was like, damn, she gave him the egg, and he was on you. He was gaming you. He was gaming you. He was gaming.
I was into the game.
But I was just like, I'm gonna chill. You know what I mean? She's a nice looking young lady. We could become friends. That's what swag is. You don't have to push up on them. You let the
natural.
game
You let nature
come
take
to
it.
you.
Let nature take its course. Sometimes it just, I think what they both trying to kind of get at is just being confident, presenting yourself in a certain kind of way, because a lot of men don't understand how to present themselves by how they dress, how they sit, how they talk, how they walk. It's little stuff. I got a country accent, you know, but the way I do it, people like, oh, I like your little accent. Where other people say, and they be like, what in the world is he saying?
Most guys,
You know?
most guys scared to talk. Most guys,
Exactly.
if you go in a group of guys, most guys scared to talk.
And baby, let me tell you, some of them don't need to talk.
Oh. Go
Now,
back to
I'm gonna tell you
that.
what I do.
I like that.
I have my crew. What we do, we like to do, we dance. Like we go to a club, we actually dance.
Yes.
Most dudes don't dance. Most dudes don't ask a female to dance no more. Most dudes don't go up and say, how you doing?
I don't know.
You know what I'm
well,
saying?
when I was in the club, and I'm a DJ, so when I was, you know,
In certain
doing my
atmosphere,
thing,
but I'm just saying, you see a lot of dudes that won't get up and dance.
well, that's
My
true.
bad, twin. I was too busy kissing necks while y'all was dancing.
Oh my God. So you
I'm just saying, my God.
That's all right.
That was
That's
my
all
boo.
right. Well,
that was my
that-
boo. I'm gonna
that-
kiss you on the back
everybody
of the neck
got
and
a
say, how you
type. That
doing
was-
Shout
tonight?
out to the first lady, which is the wife.
Hey, shout out to the first lady. I'm probably gonna be in trouble after this show. Hey, I was single. That's all I'm gonna say. It was one point I was out here living my single life, but now I have a beautiful wife. So I know what I mean, huh?
But you kissing next with the girls with the black stuff on their neck.
I'm
and
just
stuff?
saying, grease. He
I
got.
only kiss clean necks, man. You can't be kissing no greasy necks.
You a nasty one.
Hey,
That-
sometimes
look,
you gotta lick the back of the
If you
earlobe
want
too.
to get some shea butter, just go to the store. Don't be licking nobody's neck to get no shea butter. You trying to trap your lips the hard way. You can just get some chapstick, bro.
Nasty.
So let's do gym talk. I don't know who goes to the gym except for him. I know you guys are in the gym, but let's do gym talk. My
Gym
mic
talk.
fell off again. I apologize. So
We're gonna take a break.
That's gym talk. They're gonna be talking about that in the gym tomorrow. How your mic keep falling off.
Yeah, let's take a break real quick. Hit the music, Reggie.
Exactly.
it does keep falling off.
That's all right.
Cover with our microphone.
You know they're gonna be.
Welcome back to Unpack Radio. My man Twin trying to get me divorced up here. All right, DC, what was your question again? The second
don't even
conversations be
remember.
real. What was your questions though?
I don't even remember what we were talking about.
was talking
We just
about,
went totally off to the
We was
left.
talking about the gym. We
You
was
about
talking
to get
the gym.
divorced, yeah.
I'm not,
So-
black men don't cheat. Black men don't cheat. Shout out to Charlamagne the God. Charlamagne the God.
So I was gonna say I've noticed at the gym when I was frequent how silently it was a competition. And me as a woman watching, I would see one guy in the corner lifting weights, another guy in the corner lifting weights, and this guy, I mean, he making noise and he getting all this attention and people asking questions, and you have this guy over here who he kind of sort of don't know what he doing, but needs instructions. Now I saw him. I like I say, I'm a bystander. He really caught an attitude because he did not get the attention that he thought he should have received from the employees there. So they were all females, of course. Now his body was okay, but the other guy was, you know, he was looking a little tight. So I just watched like, wow, this is really serious. And dude was really upset. So I was going to get back to you getting ready to fight somebody in the parking lot one time.
We'll tell that story at the end of the night.
Oh, okay, yeah. Well, we're going to get to that. But how it makes you feel for you to feel like you are inadequate or you are not up to par or you are not up to speed or you're not that sexy or you don't have the pretty teeth or the big lips or you're not Denzel. Like, well, how does that make you feel as a man?
Being honest, at the gym, you have to bring your alpha with you in the
Really?
gym world. In the gym world, you have to say to yourself, I'm the biggest mofo in this gym.
Wow.
I don't care if it's only up here. You have to have enough confidence to know you ought to be underneath for 200 some pounds plus. You about to put your body underneath an amount of weight that's higher than yourself. You have to go in there with some type of confidence to lift that type of weight. And in the gym, sometimes you might have to check a big brother like him, like, hey, I got next, or I want to work in on this set. And you better be big and big enough to get in that set. You can't go in there and be like, hey, bro, can I get that next set? You got to be like, hey, can I work in? Like one time I told a buddy of mine, he was like, hey, Norris, I'm having troubles working out at the gym. They won't let me get in. I said, hey, bro, go with confidence, look them directly in the eye and say, can I work in? You got to say that you got to bring your alpha dog to the gym. If you're not an alpha dog, they got a gym for you. It's called Planet Fitness. You can go there and
Don't
be
come
a
for
beta.
Planet Fitness.
I'm coming for Planet
Don't
Fitness.
do
It's
that.
not a gym. It's Planet Fitness.
Don't
but if you
do
come
that.
up in Goals, you come up in LA Fitness, you come up in anywhere
come for
else in
Planet
this
Fitness.
world, you better bring your alpha dog. You better have some bark.
So
what do you
how
think,
about
Mike? Because you the big dog here. What do you think?
You work out? I'm not saying that you don't look like you work out. I'm just asking a question. Please don't. Okay.
The gym, I never had a problem in the gym, man. I just go in and be like, I'm about to work out on this right here. So I never had an issue, Norris. I don't know, man. Mentally in the gym, you have to have an alpha mentality for yourself. But all that other bullshit, if you letting somebody not put you on the bench, man, you soft, man. That's all I can say.
So you saying my man was soft and not let him on the bench?
A little bit.
Man was soft. Man, when I walk in the room, I get respect. If I don't get respect, I'm gonna take the respect. So that's just the way I live my life. So it's nothing that I do work socially that I'm a punk.
So you saying my man was
That's
a punk
what's
for
up.
not being able to get on. I had to teach him how to get on the
He
bench.
was a punk.
Damn.
Shout out to your man.
Oh, damn.
Shout out to you,
And he
man.
watched the show, so I'm not going to mention no names.
Well, I do have another question. Go ahead and answer that
mean,
question.
You start your fitness journey.
I mean, it's.
What you going to do? They ain't going to let you on the bench, bro.
I mean, I'm not really I'm not a weights guy, so that's not my
on
thing.
the
I'm not in
treadmill,
there. I'm not in there worried about lifting 200 pounds, 300 pounds. To each his own.
Right.
Some things,
Pick and
when it
choose
comes to
your
the male
battles.
ego, it's some things we do that makes us feel like a man that other men may not do. You may lift weights, you may box, you may play football, you may play basketball, you may run track. It's certain things that if you feel makes you a man, that's what makes it so tricky about our ego. Because all three of us are different type of dudes, and certain things we do, he may not be into. Certain things I do, he may not be into. That doesn't mean that he's not an alpha male or I'm not an alpha male. It depends. I've never been a gym rat like that. So that's something that doesn't intrigue me. I have no interest. It doesn't excite me. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel threatened by nobody. I don't handle people twice my size. I don't handle people half my size. So that don't bother me.
Right. Okay.
Like I told a guy one time, when me and him got into a situation, I'm not the weight set. I push back. So
I've
it's a
never heard that
difference.
before.
It's a
Okay.
difference. You can be in that bitch at 300 pounds, but if you can't take a lick on that chin, you're going to be on the ground. You and all your muscles going to be laid on the ground
Flat out.
because your chin made of glass, even though your arms ain't.
Okay.
He said he put you to sleep. Good
I'm
night.
just saying that I've seen that happen.
Going to go night.
You know, what would you rather have? You want somebody that can miss 300 pounds or somebody
Come
that's
on now, don't
that's
ask me
a
that. I
third
just
degree-
told you about
that's
that
No,
situation I
that's a
had.
third-degree black belt.
I want both.
Yeah, but most times you ain't going to get both.
I want.
But I'm going to take that black belt because he going to know how to hit you in your knee where you ain't going to walk no more. Whereas somebody lifting weights, that don't mean he going to be able to even know where to hit you at.
That's true. Okay.
What's the
Depends.
next question, DC?
Okay, so my next question, this is a little sensitive.
Oh, here we go.
Well, I'm only asking because you have people, we have family members, we have pastors now, everybody that has come out the closet or potentially to be walking another walk from a man perspective, as we would or should call it. How does an alpha male that is heterosexual deal with that type of person in a workplace, in a gym, as a friend, in a relationship? Like,
What kind of relationship they going to be in?
Like
If he's
best
straight as
friends?
shit,
I'm talking about friends. Like, you can have a homeboy and your homeboy come out and let you know that, hey,
Most straight men
I
don't
can't-
want to be
We
friends.
don't.
I can't testify for them, but
Listen.
I have a lot of. I have a few gay homies. I have a lot of gay homies.
do we call him gay anymore? That's not what we say it, do we?
I mean, well, you don't
I
know what to say.
LTGBQ,
We-
whatever
listen.
that
He
alphabet
said
is.
we don't know what to say. That
Because
was
we're not
good.
in that life.
Okay,
Right.
I
If you
have-
straight, you're
I
not
have
in that
male
life.
friends who date men. How about that?
Okay.
And one time while at work, somebody said I don't like going to the store because I don't like that guy in there because he's gay. And I
see,
said,
that's
wait a
stupid.
minute, brother. How do you know he's checking for you? I mean, because just because he might be swinging on this side of the fence, don't mean he's checking for you. And to
Right.
be honest, he might bust your ass more ways than one if you really want to go there. But me personally, I love all my homies. Because if I ride
Damn,
with you, I ride with you.
Hold up. I had to think about what he said. That was a little.
Hey, I'm just
Goodness.
saying, sometimes you might get knocked out, wake up wake up in a different mindset. That's all I'm saying.
He giving us prison stories
Ooh,
now.
I'm
Come on,
just
man.
saying.
It's
I'm
ain't-
just saying, not saying. But me personally, when somebody say something like that, it offends me. Because when you say something like that, me personally, that make me think you got something going on and we need to know about. Because I don't get offended. I love my friends. If you my dude, regardless of your sexual preferences.
But that's
or who
big of
wanna
you, because a
date.
lot of men would not.
I
They
done
would
seen
not.
two men kissing my face. It doesn't do nothing for me because I don't go that route. I know what I'm attracted to. I love
So
a
how's
woman.
he your dude though?
Oh my
He not-
gosh.
He not a dude though.
He a dude. He a grown ass man who dated other grown ass men.
Listen.
Now,
I understand what both of y'all saying. I would say this. I don't care what you do in the privacy of your own home. That's not my business, whether you straight or gay. I'm gonna treat you the same. I'm gonna treat you with respect, as long as you treat me with respect.
Only behind closed doors, though.
Well, I didn't say only. I'm just saying it's not really my business. My thing is, why would I walk up to you and the first thing we get to talking about, and you say, well, I'm gay?
Well,
I don't need to know that.
Well, no,
What's the purpose of me knowing that?
Okay, so let me just stop because you're contradicting yourself. Because
No.
what you just said was, I don't have a problem with it as long as
No, I didn't say that. I
You
say
did
I don't care
behind
what
closed
you
doors.
do
Behind closed doors.
in the privacy of your own home. That didn't mean
A
that.
lot of this is not done behind closed
Okay,
doors.
but that's your choice. I'm just saying I don't care. I don't care. It's not my business.
Okay.
There's no reason if I'm a straight male and you gay and we co-workers. There's no reason for me to even know your sexuality.
So you don't
As long
have
as
any
you're doing
friends
your
or
job.
family members that you
Yeah,
have
absolutely.
had to make adjustments
Absolutely,
for?
they're gay. I got gay families. I love them to death. I'll fight for them like I'll fight for my straight family. But if I'm working with you, what is the purpose of me knowing your sexuality as far as me doing my job and you doing your job and us doing something together as far as work is concerned?
So you don't think that's important?
No. Why would it be important? I'm going to stop. I'm not going to work as hard. Because, let me say this. I was in the Marines. Now, I know in the Marines, in the military, you can lose your life if somebody know you gay and they feel a certain kind of way. I knew a Marine that was gay. He was infantry. They ran a drill. They purposely let him mess up on the drill, and he broke his neck.
Jesus.
You see what I'm saying? That's how serious it is in the military. I'm not active duty anymore. I never looked at it like that. I'm not going to put your life in jeopardy because of your sexuality. You see what I'm saying? So your sexuality should not affect how I do my job concerning dealing with you or anybody else. If I'm gonna let that affect me, I'm already showing that I feel a certain kind of way. Right? If we have a briefing to do, what that got to do with your sexuality? If we both gonna be, you're a gay man, but you in the suit and tie, I'm in the suit and tie. Let's go ahead and do this briefing. That ain't got nothing to do with your sexuality.
I really don't care about that shit
Yeah.
either. Next question.
Well, how about, listen, I've been asking, so this is just about me, I'm asking all the
I got
questions
a question.
tonight?
Go ahead,
I got a question for the group. Why is it acceptable for women to hold on to their virginity, but for men, you're supposed to be a player? Why shouldn't we teach our young boys to hold on to their virginity?
Well, once
as
again,
well?
that all goes all the way back to what you said earlier in reference to your role models and who your influencers are. Because we were always taught to hold on to it. We was taught to hold on to it and find a good church man, got a good job. You take care of house and home and all those things I did, all of those things. That doesn't mean it's going to always work. So, yeah, good luck with that.
Don't no woman want no man that's a virgin. Come on, man.
AC Green?
Okay. And he was a lame. AC Green won championship with the Lakers.
I
People
mean,
like,
don't
he
get me
lame.
wrong. It's good to learn together,
They
but
still was saying he was lame.
both
right?
of y'all can't be virgin.
Don't no woman want no
Lord,
man that's
my
a
pastor
virgin.
might
Come
be
on, man.
watching. You're supposed to
If
say
you
that.
if a woman meet a man and he's in his 20s and he say he a virgin, she gonna laugh at him most times.
That's not true.
Come on, now you ain't being.
I'm-
Now
I'm-
you fake.
I'm-
Come
Why
on, now
would
you
I
know.
fake? I ain't
But
got-
I'm saying you know.
Wrong. What am I faking for?
If a man came to you and say he was a
respect for
virgin,
him.
I ain't gonna say she gonna laugh at him, but
I'm gonna have respect for him, but that don't mean he gonna be one of my first choices
Exactly,
of wanting
it's
to
a
get
turn
in
off.
there.
okay.
It's a turn off.
Say you've been married. Okay, you've been married.
I was married.
You got a divorce,
Mhm.
and you meet a guy. He say he's a virgin. Okay, you've been married. That means you had some experience. Okay, you meet this virgin, and men they had to get medically correct with it. We have feelings. We have nerve endings down there. If you go like that, you gonna get talked about if you a minute man. So we have to work ourselves up. We have to build up our stamina. That only comes from experience.
That's true.
That's a whole
You know what?
nother conversation.
You know what? We're gonna ride that one out. We
Yeah,
gonna, that's,
I'ma
that's,
go
we
with
gonna go
that.
with that.
I'ma go
Let's
with
go
that.
with that.
Let me just say, that's
Go
a whole
with
nother
that.
conversation that
We
needs to
gotta
be talked
practice to
about.
get it
'Cause some
right.
of y'all some bammers when it comes to that.
Hey.
You gotta practice
Straight
to get
up
it right,
Bammers.
brother. Remember that.
Don't get mad at me
Hey,
because
this
you
a
can't
no,
handle
this a
it.
no virgin zone here for men.
We're going to take another break so Alicia can shut down her mic. Hit
It's
the
a no
music,
virgin
Reggie.
zone for men.
All the sideline conversations be real. Welcome back to Unpack Radio. And it's all about the microphones today. I see it in the male ego. You straight down. Because Twin hit you with my microphone, may fell off.
That's okay. He just mad because he 5'2". That's all.
Oh.
Hey, hey.
That's another good
Male
point
ego.
about
Hey,
the
that's
male
all right.
ego.
Male ego.
That's all right. I'm
It's
tall.
so, I
I'm
think
tall
it's
in my
okay to
heart.
be short.
I'm tall in my heart. That's okay.
You tall in your heart.
That's right.
But why do men take offense to that?
Cause women do. We just
Women
react
take
off
their
how.
height
Sometimes we
serious.
react off how y'all react.
Women
You know what I'm
take
saying?
that
And a lot
height
of women,
serious.
what when you hear a woman, whenever you hear a woman say, "I have a list of requirements for a man," one of the first three things she talk about is his height.
Well,
Yep.
yeah.
Height,
that's true.
teeth.
Every time. No. I don't know about teeth, but they usually say he got to
Hygiene.
make a certain. He got to have a job. He got to have his own place. He got to be so and so tall. That's usually them the first three things they say.
My
So if I'm a
requirements-
short dude, how I'm gonna take that? Here I come in here. I'm 5. Well, I'm 5 something. But anyway, and now you telling me. Now, mind you, everything else I got. I'm doing better than you because I'm probably
According to
making more
who?
money than you, living in my own place, and you might not even be doing that. But you telling me I got to be 6'2". Come on now.
That's true.
Then when I say if I stand on my wallet, I'm 6'5", then you're gonna feel funny.
Preach, brother, preach.
No, it ain't no damn preaching.
I'm just saying that's what I'm saying about how the male ego works. A lot of stuff. The biggest myth with men is that we are not emotional. Most men are just as emotional as women. We work hard to keep that within ourselves, though. That's the difference. So our reaction and our emotions are not shown. Just like when you talking about crying. Men cry, but we all from the very beginning we taught you don't cry in front of everybody.
Yeah, I don't teach my sons that.
Now,
Sorry.
And that's cool, but they still probably not gonna cry in front
And
of
they
everybody.
don't. My sons don't cry in front
So
of me.
that's what I'm
but
saying. You
not
don't
the
have
point.
to teach them that.
No.
That's just a male
Right.
thing.
A great book to read is Men Cry in the Dark. Shout out to Michael
Yeah,
Basin.
Michael Basin. That's what's a good book.
You better keep crying in the dog too. So. We getting a little too sensitive, dude. Come on now.
My last toss-up question, because we almost got to wrap it up in a few. But first and foremost, y'all are the funniest people on earth. Sometimes we got to let load this sideline conversations out because it be hilariously funny. But I agree with you about the height thing. I don't know because I'm tall. But I can see, like, my list of requirements were you got to be tall, you got to have your teeth, and you got to have a good heart and love God. Now, as men, what are our requirements for women? That's a good question. And what do your ego need for a woman to satisfy you?
Requirements for women. I don't care if I was a billionaire. She gonna have a job. She gonna work. I don't care. She gotta be able to cook. She gotta know how to make sweet love.
That's cute. Sweet love.
Sweet love.
And y'all think that's so precious.
Yes.
The way he just defined that.
I'm not gonna say it like that. Go ahead though.
Yeah, because last week we had a conversation about the P word.
Hey.
Can you let him finish that, please? Thank you.
Go ahead, Mike.
She gotta make sweet love. She gotta look halfway decent. That's about it.
DC, what are your requirements?
For a woman.
No,
If
for
you
you-
like women. Oh,
No, you
I'm
dating a
sorry.
man. What are your
Go ahead, my
requirements?
bad for
you-
men.
You
Go
date
ahead.
a grown man. You meet the grown man of your dreams. What are your requirements?
The grown man of my dreams.
The grown ass man of your
He
dreams.
doesn't have any. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't have a man type. I'm not that.
Not even type. That's requirements for dating. What are your requirements? You
I have to date him to find out first.
Oh, so you-
Honestly, I don't have any.
Good answer.
I'm not a person who's closed-minded because you could just be going through something and don't have a job at the time that I meet you, and then you could turn out to be a billionaire or you have your own company, whatever the case may be. I'm very open-minded. I I will go out on a date. I will have dinner, even if I have to pay one time.
You pay for the first date?
I will. I have. Just to get to know somebody. You never know.
We'll
You know
come
what
back to
times,
that,
look
Mike.
what times we
Oh,
live
that
in.
thought- oh, that
I mean,
thought-
hold up, because you have women out here proposing to men these days.
And that's- and
I'm
that's
just
wrong,
being
too.
honest.
That's
I
wrong,
think
too.
that is very wrong. But it's not wrong for me to pay for my own food.
I mean, I'm not saying that's wrong, but
Because
to
at the end of the
propose,
day, I
come
can
on,
go
man.
my way, you can go yours. I ate off the right side of the menu and I paid for it.
You ain't eat off the, you ain't
He
eat off
asked
the
you
other
out.
side of the menu.
He asked you out, you pay
Oh,
for
that,
it?
oh,
No,
that
it's
thought,
no,
oh, that thought,
no.
oh, that
Now
thought,
that's
Mike.
different. I said but he said, well, I don't have a problem with paying. If it came down to it, I don't have a problem with it, but it's not going to be a consistent thing.
Okay, my requirements. At one point in my life, I was looking for all the wrong women.
Meaning what? Like what?
I was only looking at the body, but I wasn't looking
you
at the
can't do
brains.
that.
So my new requirements is you must have some type of mindset
Well,
that
you-
lead us both towards God. Because I need to be held straight. As y'all
Yeah,
can see,
'cause
I'm a
you-
wild man.
yeah.
So I need a woman that sometimes can choke a brother up and be like, hey,
You need to be covered at all times.
you messing
Norris.
up.
Cover you at all times.
Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Twin, what are your requirements?
I don't really have a lot of requirements per se. I just want somebody that's gonna have have my best interest at hand. I want somebody that genuinely cares about my well-being. I want somebody that understands that my home is my place of peace.
Don't be trying to get
When
me
I
for
come
this.
home, I want to be able to be, you know what I'm saying, to leave my stresses outside of that home, outside. You know, I just want,
That's
her
weird.
to support me, you know what I'm saying, congratulate me when I'm doing well, get in my ass when I ain't doing right. You know, just make me a better person.
All right,
He trying to get the viewers, man. I like that answer, man. Damn.
Make you a
The
better
final
person.
argument for the night was Mike got a little, he hit you with the twist and everything. The final throw up for the night. Who should pay for the first date?
I don't know. If she asks me, she could pay for it. But, 9 times out of 10, the man gonna be the person that asks. You know what I mean?
True.
So
You know what you should do? What you should do now is instead of going out to eat, go out for drinks first. And then you can feel each other out. Because nowadays, women would go out for a free
You
meal.
can't go out and drink without getting nothing to eat.
Why
most
not?
Of the
You can
time.
say, let's go out and have a couple
Listen,
drinks and get to
I'm-
know each other.
What if she don't drink?
I mean,
Right.
we can drink sodas and water. That's fine. That's on you if you don't drink. But I'm just saying, like, you learn as you get older how women move sometimes. And there are women out here that go out with dudes for food.
Yeah, they would,
Oh, wow.
They would date you for,
Yeah, they would go on a date for a free meal.
They would hit you up for the meal. They go to the
Yeah.
next dude's house for the nookie.
Exactly.
Me personally,
So now you don't set up to go somewhere else. No, you better take this drink.
she getting on full, and then she going.
Getting on full. She get full off you and get empty off
I've
of
been
him.
out the game too long. I ain't know
Hey,
that. Oh man.
Me personally, I think the male should pay for the first date. But if you would give me the courtesy reach, that's how I know you a real G. You got to at least give me the courtesy reach, and I'm gonna say, nah, baby girl, I got this. And I done got the courtesy reach from my other half. I done got a courtesy reach from you. So at the end of the day, that makes you an alpha woman when you at least can give me the courtesy reach, and I'm like, nah, baby girl, I got this. So that's what I call a grown
I'm
woman.
gonna let you get it. So you reach first. If you feel that strongly, I'm only helping you. I'm gonna support
you.
you.
Get that damn reach and you ain't got nothing in your wallet.
I'm supporting what you believe. Go ahead. You know what I'm saying?
So Twin, you said
I'm
she
just
give you the
supporting-
courtting reach,
hey.
you be like, nah, go ahead and take
Yeah.
that.
I'm starting
It's
to look
something
at
you really
country.
wanted
I'm
to
starting to
do.
look at country boys a
It's
little
something you
different.
really wanted to do. I'm
Starting to
supporting
look
you.
at it a
That's your
little
belief.
different.
Oh my God.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, you know what? If she feel this strongly about it, well, who am I to object?
I just don't. I think it depends on the person, the time, the situation. I just don't think it's always have to be. Oh my gosh, written in edge and stone. He taking you out of there. He should pay for it. It's mandatory. It's nothing should be mandatory.
That's
Nothing
true.
should be just mandated. That's what it is. No, because if you make me feel like I'm doing something, then I have a problem with that. You know, like I said, there is a female ego as well.
Plus, men equate, the thing that sometimes people don't get is men equate money with power.
Because
So
it's part of their
sometimes when
ego.
a man is paying for stuff all the time and doing certain things all the time,
got the power.
he gonna start treating you a certain kind of way.
All right,
That's how some men are.
final point, Mike. What is your definition, final definition of what is an alpha male from your point of view?
That's it.
That's
You?
it. DC, what is your final point of view, or what an alpha male is from your point of view?
I don't think I've met one yet.
You sit beside one. What are you talking about?
You
What
sit
are you
beside
talking
two.
about?
You
What are
sit
talking
beside
about?
two.
I mean, so you say. I'm just saying.
I take care of my lady.
Hey, man, I didn't say nothing about you
No
and your
problems.
situation.
But me personally, shout out to Pastor Jay again. I think an alpha male is someone who truly does not want to leave a trail of broken women and a bunch of broken hearts. I believe an alpha male is that man who can be faithful to one woman and keep that one woman covered underneath of God and his will. And I believe an alpha male, in my point of view, is the man, like Mike said, that can get stuff done. No matter what it is, you got to be able to get it done. Or you got to follow through to your actions. You got to have some follow through for your actions. And that way a woman will respect you as a man. Twin, what is your final
I mean, that
definition
was
of
one
alpha
of the
male?
greatest politically correct
Heartfelt,
answers
heartfelt.
I've ever heard in my life.
Heartfelt.
I just want to say, if I could be the man that you are right now, it'd be awesome.
Hey,
But what I'm gonna do is I'm about to take it to the streets.
take it to the streets, baby.
And if
The
you
country
seen
streets.
if you seen the Jeezy versus Gucci last night, both of them are alpha males and they was going at each other. You know what I'm
That
talking
was
about? That's that
awful.
street alpha male. They were clowning each other. And it was official. It was a great moment for Atlanta. Shout out to the hometown, them alpha males.
So I'm going to piggyback off of something that Pope said from a female perspective. I would definitely say that it is a learned behavior now to be an alpha male. It has to be taught. It's something that needs to be learned. It's not something that's just rise up inside of you. This is the thing that you have to walk through. It's a process. So when you get to the pinnacle, which I think you might be there, we about the same age. We don't have it. We got more time behind us than we do.
I'm only getting better, my love.
No, but my point exactly, that's what I'm saying is you may be the alpha male now. So yeah, I think it's a learned behavior, and I think it's a process, a progress, a progression. Thank
there
you.
you go. Great job.
Yes.
All right, let's wrap this up with my final statement. Man law.
Oh Lord.
My dude,
His dude.
please stop hurting women and grow the hell up and be a real man. You do not have to be a player. You do not have to play women and stop breaking hearts.
I can
My
agree with
dude,
that.
take it from the old guys in the game.
Absolutely.
Be responsible. Find that one woman you can love and cover her. Cover her and hold on to her, brother, because that's going to be the best thing you ever have in your life.
That sounds
Is a
good.
good woman. And who finds what is it? He who
man
finds
who
a
finds
wife.
finds a
It's
good,
good thing.
That's
There
why I
you
love.
go.
About to
That's all
cry?
right.
I'm about to cry, baby. I ain't crying in my life, but I'm about to cry now.
Oh.
Psych. Next week, we're going to bring our real estate agents up because we talking real estate next week. Thank you
Yes.
guys for a good show.
Hey.
Y'all are the funniest human beings
Shout
in the
out to
world.
you, man. Appreciate you watching. We love you, man.
Who you talking
Thank you
to?
for the support.
Who you talking to?
Oh, it's over.
Oh, yeah. I know. I said, oh, yeah.
Talking to the people. Thank you for the support.
I don't know, because you be giving like 18 shout-outs. Like, let me shout out Tay-Tay. Let me shout out Mike. And let me shout out everybody in Louisville.
Right.
You gonna
Hey,
shout out Goo-Wop.
shout out
Sticky
Goo-Wop
Butt.
and Jeezy, baby.
See y'all
Shout
next
out
week
Magic
on
City,
Unpack Radio.
Blue Flame.
Don't forget to follow us on YouTube, Facebook, and everything at Unpack Radio. And salute.
Salute, live in peace and not pieces.